So today is June 1st and they have released the green themed for Series 4 of Dragon Ball Super, the card game. And I was pretty much right. I mean, looks like, these are kind of what's the word? Obvious, I guess. This one is the starter deck, which has the Piccolo Leader, which I will be going over first, and then the King Piccolo. I don't know why I said it like that, but those are pretty much the ones that I was saying in my earlier video, or the last video that I posted, and as well as the one of the other videos I was saying. And these next two are most likely UI Goku, and then a Super Saiyan God Vegeta, most likely, maybe Vegeta Leader, who knows, or Super Rare. But let's go ahead and get into it. I'm pretty excited. All these green cards. I had this scrolled down a little bit, but this is the starter deck for green. And again, there's gonna be green. I want to say, yeah, green. I completely forgot. Green, yellow, black, and then blue. So that's gonna be all the way up to Series 5, and which is set for November, and this one's gonna be next month if you haven't been following already. So this one is due to release next month. So today is the 1st, already in June, and gonna be on the 13th. So this is the Piccolo Leader. Again, they do have the promotion. Again, if you're not following, they do have the promotion of getting 2 of these, or 2 of the starter decks, which is going to be released next week, I think. I'm just gonna look. Yeah, next week with the, looks like Gogeta. I'm pretty sure that's Gogeta. Anyway, or Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Anyway, so this is I'm all over the place. This is the new Piccolo Leader. It does have 51 cards. It does come with a manual. It does look like it has a play sheet with the Piccolo background in it, which is pretty cool. And again, this is Piccolo Jr., not the Piccolo that we all love and know, which is this one. This is the Dragon Ball Piccolo. It's focusing on the Namekians. It has a new keyword bond. A short explanation of this is that if you have X or more battle cards in your area, with the skill bond, you get a certain amount of effects. So they say, for example, Sayo Nail, I don't know this guy, I really don't. This guy says, when you play this card, you draw 1, and then you may choose up to 2 cards in your life and add them to your hand, and then choose to add 1 or more cards to your hand. If you choose 1 or more cards in your hand, you KO a battle card of the opponent. So it's a 3-drop. And if it has the bond, it has to have the bond first. So you have to have 3 or more Namekians who have bond with that skill in order to use that skill, basically. And we'll go over more of that. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what it is. I just wanted to make sure I got it all right. Make sure I got it all right. This is the new Piccolo Leader, right? We'll go over that in the card list. His gist is just to KO your opponent's cards, so very akin to the green leaders. And then this is all the new face sets for the new Namekians, and we'll go over the SR, or the starter rare, basically, as far as that goes. And I think I already have him up, or at least this list up. I don't know why I loaded it twice. This is the new Piccolo Jr. Leader. When you attack a leader card, you draw 1. Pretty standard. You do flip over and switch 2 to active, and then his flip side is draw 1, and then you choose, you pay 1 energy, you choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards of 5 or less, and KO it. And then it gains 5,000 power. So quickly about this, this is the starter rare. So this is the face of the starter deck. So you can only get it from there. So it's gonna be pretty standard, like the Mass Saiyan and all these other ones. So this is good in the way of, yeah, you flipped over 2 energy, and you're always gonna have 1 energy open, especially if you're playing green or mono green, in order to KO a 5 or less. And 5 or less actually has a pretty good range. So like the Beerus, the new hit Beerus, the 5-drop Goku from the other starter deck. There's a big range. Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but it's a big range. The draw 1 on the Unawakened side is definitely a little bit of a lazy sort of mechanic for the Unawakened side, but it is good in the way of forcing yourself to attack the opponent and making them take a life, right? And that is the premise of quickening the games, so that way you draw and they take a life. This is the Son Gohan, and high key, I thought this was Yamcha at first, just the way that it looks. I don't know what they were thinking about this one, but definitely looks like Yamcha. So a few important things. One, it is a 3-drop that KOs 4 or less, just like the Ganos from the Tournament Power. The other thing is that the special traits, and you'll see this with the other cards too, as long as it's applicable, is that it does have Saiyan, Earthling, and Universe 7. So there's a lot of different options that you can take these cards in, especially since this is a Son Gohan Adolescent. So there's another 3-drop in which you can play in the Universe 7, in which you can evolve on for the 4-drop or 4 evolve, the 5-drop 4 evolve results of training Gohan in the Universe 7 deck. So those are a lot of key points, and they did this on purpose. So going forward, most likely, as long as it's applicable, again, if it's in that saga, they're going to be doing Universe 7. So keep that in mind. Definitely keep that in mind. Indomitable Link. I don't know why that's fun to say. Piccolo, this is a starter rare for the deck. I don't know why it's a starter rare, but I can see because it does search out a Son Gohan for 3 or less. So this means you can search out this guy. Again, it's a starter rare as well, but you can search out that guy. You can search out the 3-drop Gohan. And one of the new mechanics that I was coming across and trying to build a deck upon is that the 3-drop or 2-drop Gohan right here is an evolve for 3, and I kind of wanted to play that in the Universe 7 deck, so that way you can evolve this guy, the 5-drop that I was talking about, for 1 less, and that might be a thing, you know, that might be another option. But these are the targets. So for this guy, can't go this guy. I don't know why you would this guy, but definitely this guy and this guy would be all be targets. So that is a thing to consider for him. King Piccolo, Lord of Terror. So this is the starter rare, the one that actually has a shiny shine, one unparalleled thank you, PS4, one parallel foil, and then the regular one. And it does have double strike. It does have the bond. So this is one of the first one that does have bond. If you have 3 or more of the specified bond Namekians, which Sayonel has, or Sayonel, you can reduce this cost by 2. So it's a 3-drop in which you play the card and you KO 1 that's 5 or less. So definitely a control. But again, it is susceptible to that choose, and we don't have any more choose. You know, ignoring barrier. There you go. I don't know. I don't know why that took me forever to understand or to say. This is the other starter rare. I don't know why they're all saying starter rare. I'm guessing that these are all just the starter rare, the starter exclusives. If you take a look at the bottom right, they just haven't said anything about the normal cards or the common cards. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. There you go. So okay, all right. So they're including all the other ones. So ooh, okay, and okay, we're gonna go over that too. We're gonna go over all the cards. Don't worry. But those the other card list is in the other card list. We'll go over that anyway. So for him, I already went through. You draw 1 card and choose 2 from life. If you choose 1 or more, you choose to KO 1. So it's definitely a control deck. It's definitely ones where if you're playing against veggies or like Jirins or something like that doesn't have barrier, it's going to be really good for those kind of decks. It's one thing to realize that you know, it would be nice, especially after I go over the Lord Slug leader, if the android super combo was for Namekians too, or they had something like it, but we'll go over that. So this is all of the new green cards for Series 4, other than the SRs, I want to say. I mean, they're gonna do the same way they did in the last couple sets, but this is again just a reiteration of the bond. So we're gonna go over that. This is the new Piccolo. We'll go over that. I do say that these card arts are just legit. Look at this high res goodness, and this is the Lord Slug gigantified. Very cool perspective sort of thing going on. I just really want to take take a really quick second to really appreciate it. And I think these guys are nice and high res too, so I'm ready for that. I like these signature. Someone was saying signature. Also, don't go to the Facebook the Facebook group, because you're just gonna be let down by the negativity there. I mean, there's a lot of positivity, but you know. Anyway, so this is the new Piccolo Leader. The new Piccolo Leader. This is attack, draw 1, and then switch 2 to active, and then yeah, switch 2 to active when you flip it over. This has a bond mechanism, so when you do have 2 or more in play, it does gain critical. So it's not a permanent crit, which would be a little bit better. I wish it was just 1 if you have 1 mechanism, but they're making you work for it. And then his auto is just draw 1, choose up to 1 mechanism in your battlefield, and then it gains 5,000 power. So this is more of a swarm or overwhelm sort of deck leader, in which you flip over to, you get to play more and then continue your plays. I would say it's pretty cool. You know, getting the crit, having the people on the board, and just having those threats on there would be kind of cool. But Lord Slug is probably the best leader in this set so far as the green leaders, or just the green cards in general, just for the leaders. So this guy is just like Vegeta. You take 1 life, you gain crit. You draw 2, and you flip it over. It's obviously going to be a fan favorite. And then the flip side is that you place 1 card from your hand in the drop area, and then you choose 1 card from their hand. You get to choose, they don't choose. Oh, actually, my bad. They get to choose, you don't choose. And they get to place in a drop area. So it's one of those ones. Again, green is about destruction from the hand and as well as the field. So this makes it good. The only issue is that this is a starter, or this is a leader rare. That one isn't. All right, whatever. I mean, it could. The only issue with leader rares to me is that it is taking up space when it comes to booster sets or like booster packs, and because of that, you could have got a super rare or uncommon that is worth a lot of money, right? But instead you get this guy, which, you know, yeah, it has its uses. It's a good card, it's a good leader, but it's kind of a waste of space when it comes to that. So it kind of becomes a dead rare basically. But this, again, gonna be my favorite. I always love crit. I love the mechanic, and I do love hand destruction. So definitely see some Broly's, definitely see some other cards that we're gonna be talking about in this that really synergizes well with this. And all the other greens that we have, don't forget we have 3 other sets that has green cards that really helps this. Now, this is my favorite one drop now, other than the counter that I'm going to be talking about. This is the newfound power, Son Gohan. This is the Kaba in which you take 1 life and then you add it to your hand. This gains 10,000 power and then critical. Now, this is cool because one, the starter deck for Piccolo does have him, and that's why I was mentioning it earlier. I was like, oh, that's nice. So you're probably going to get a playset from there. But it is an uncommon, which means you can pull a foil from this guy, or of this guy. So that is something that you might have to look at, because this is definitely going to be a staple in green, and as well as any critical decks that are running green. I am very excited for this because it is an automatic add to my mirror deck or my mirror variants, and really any other red. A green critical, and there is a new critical, not here, but another one that's a 2-drop 15, just like Quick Rest Trunks, that you can add to it as well. Power Barrier Piccolo. This guy's from the Frieza saga, so he doesn't get the Universe 7, but he does have Barrier and 2-drop. Nothing's too special about that, but hey, if there's any Piccolos in the future that evolve, that's gonna be a good card. This is a Reign of Terror King Piccolo. This is Activate main with dual attack. It is a rare with 10k boost, 5-drop 25,000, and then you get to place this card in drop area and choose up to 1 of your energy and switch to active mode, and then choose 1 Piccolo, a Piccolo Junior, with a 4 cost or less, and play it. So I don't think we've gone over them yet, but there are other Piccolos and Piccolo Juniors that you can target. But this is pretty good because it has dual attack. You swing twice. See if you can take care of a big baddie as far as like one of their higher drops on the field that's rested, and then do it. It might be pretty good in a yellow green deck as well for KO and rested for that variant, and then just keep it going as far as switching one to active and then playing another card. This is pretty cool. Every once per turn, you choose one of the battle cards and gains 5,000. This is a gift of power Giru for 1. So pretty cool. If you have this on the field and you play the Gohan next turn, you can get a 5,000 and you have a 20,000 self-awakening crit for 1. So nice. Yeah, choose one of the battle cards. It doesn't even say Namekian, so that's pretty cool. Nail. Woo! Nail. All right. All right. It's a 2-drop 10,000 attack power, and then when you attack, you draw 1 and it gains 5,000, just like the KL that we just got in tournament power. Kami the Watcher. This is a bond for 2. Again, this is a bond for 2, so you have to have 2 for it to take an effect. And the same thing for this. When you play this card, you draw 1, and it reduces this energy cost in your hand by 2. So as soon as you have 2 on the field, which is pretty easy when you have I wouldn't say it's too easy, but this guy is a bond, and then you have a couple other ones that do. But if you do have 2 of these guys, that might be pretty cool, because you get the draw and then draw as soon as you play it, and then now you have 3, and now you have your awakened side for your Piccolo Leader is good to go as far as that goes, and as well as these other cards. When you play this card, you look at top 3 and you choose a Namekian. This is a kind-hearted Namekian Dende. Pretty cool that they have a Dende now. It's just a tutor, a searcher for top 3. Popo, Guardian's Aid. I don't know how I feel about this card, but I can see what they're doing. Place 3 cards on the top of your deck in the drop area when you combo or attack with this card. Definitely going to be comboing. It's a free combo cost, and then you place the top 3. So this could go well with Save a Hobo feature, since this is all green. This could go well with the Overwhelm deck if you're playing Lord Slug. I'm gonna definitely be doing that. That's like a cooler Mira sort of thing with all the support as well. So a lot of different options. So now the other card, this is a super combo, and you draw when you have 5 or less life. So continuing that, this is the 2-drop Purina. I'm gonna have to look up where the hell these guys are. Oh, Universe 6. I was like, wait, you're not from Namek, so these guys are from Universe 6. I'm stupid. All right, well, there you go. Once per turn, activate main. You choose 1 Namekian from your hand and place it under this card. You draw 1, and then it gains 10,000 attack power and critical for a 2-drop. That is pretty legit. So obviously, going with the Lord Slug stuff, and I'm very happy about that. I'm cool with it. I am very cool with that one. This is a bond 2 with Slug's Army, so not Namekian. Very, very important. When you play this card and you lead a card as Slug's Army, you choose one Slug's Army in your drop area 3 or less, and then play it, and then choose winning energy to active mode. I actually missed this one, but it is a 4-drop for 20,000. I think this. Okay, yeah, so you have to have 2 or more, and I think so far I don't think we have gotten over Slug's Army. Let me double check. So this guy is Slug's Army, so that's the only leader that can do it so far, but we'll go over more of them. So pretty cool. This is also Slug's Army, so it doesn't have bond though. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'm pretty sure it still has to have bond in its name. Yeah, pretty sure it has to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to. Like slow and return to form. It's a 2-drop with 10,000, and you play this card. You choose 1 Slug's Army from your deck of 4 or less. This is gonna be probably the target for you. That's it. Andonic Warrior Anguilla. So this is the other guy for Slug's Army. So if you haven't watched the Lord Slug movie, this guy is in that movie. This guy is in that movie as well. So it has crit for 3 and 15. When it attacks, if your leader card is Slug's Army, your opponent chooses 1 card from your drop area and places in their hand. Or wow, what? All right, 1 card from your hand and places in the drop area. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. For 3, kind of costly. I wish it was 2, but that would be overpowered. So I can see why they went with 3. Very cool card. It's like a mini Broly with crit. You play this card, and if you lead a card as Slug's Army, you play 1 meta token. I don't see really anybody playing this, and I'm not gonna try Head Honcho Meta Matcha. There you go, I did it. Dark Vessel, Dark Vessel, Dark Vessel. Tambourine. So that's a 2-drop critical. I'm surprised they gave him critical. He's kind of a shitty card, or a shitty character, but oh well. Dark Vessel symbol. He's a blocker for 1. There you go. This is vanilla card. Drum. Special Beam Cannon. This is pretty cool. If your leader card is Piccolo, it gains 10,000 attack power, and then choose of the 1 card in your opponent's hand and drop area. That's pretty broke. I gotta let you know, because it does. Okay, it gives Piccolo a little bit more support, while Lord Slug gets all this critical and as well as drop area from their hand and hand destruction. And it does have. This is basically a super combo. It's just that you don't draw. So pretty cool. Planet Namek, I love this card. It's a field card, just like the Big Gate Star. So when you do play this, you choose 1 card from your hand and place it in drop area and look top 5, and then choose a Namekian with 2 or less and play it. So that is legit. Top 5 is a pretty good number. It's not top 10. That would be kind of overpowered. Top 3 would be whiffing too much, and then 2 or less is just about right. So I think they gave this one pretty good thought as far as these go, and I'm happy about that. Sacrifice. Now this is the best counter in this set. I think this is the only counter, but it's a very good counter, and honestly probably one of the best cards in the set, or this preview anyway. If your leader card is a Namekian, when you activate this counter, you choose 1 card from your life and add it to your hand. If you do so, you can play it without their cost. So more Self-Awakening, most likely going to be played in the Piccolo deck, but if you play in the Lord Slug, that's going to be like getting you levels worth of Self-Awakening, because like you play one, you take 1 from your hand or from your life, and then you gain crit, and then this other one you can counter, and then choose 1 of your life and then not. So you can pay the cost if you like. So it's not going to be a dead card if you have 1 life or something like that. Overall, I am very happy with these cards. Shenron's Lair already has all these cards. Shout out to them. And I think Untap has it too. So I'm probably going to be building some decks already. And then the next cards are going to be on the 8th next week. UI Goku and as well as Vegeta are my guesses. This might be a Vegito, actually. You know what? This might be a Vegito. Don't quote me on that though. I'm just noticing these kind of shoulder and this hair, but don't quote me on that. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about these cards, and I will see you next week as far as these previews go, and I have much more to release. And if you are not already, subscribe. If you are already, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.